I'm Barb Moore, past chair of the Nipissing Branch. Right now I'm look after queries and the library and the newsletter. And it's a lot of work.
You like it?
I wouldn't be doing it if I didn't.
Well, there you go. Right? Labor of love?
Pardon?
Labor of love? Or is the pay really good?
Oh, the pay is just fantastic. We never lose workers.
Don't have to fire anybody anyways, eh?
Nope.
Yeah.
They just walk away.
Here's another job for you, right? How do you feel about this excellent addition to everything you have? Was it?
How do I feel about it?
Yeah, is it like Christmas?
No, not quite. I wish we had taken more.
Yeah.
Now that we're into it, I wish we had could have had the whole kit and caboodle.
Yeah, now it's spread out, eh?
Yeah.
Well, eventually they'll come back together again.
No, I mean, everything that was in the Nugget office, I wish we had taken it.
Yeah, yeah. But hopefully some of the other groups that took some stuff will actually do something with it, and then we'll know where it all is.
Yeah.
Right? I know I took some stuff before I left. Not enough, though. Not enough. You're working on a book that I think would be a lot of people would be interested in North Bay.
Well, it's John Ferguson, and it's been very interesting. It's been very hard to find stuff on him. Very hard. But it's turned from John Ferguson into his family because it's very difficult to separate him from his kids and his parents and his brothers and sisters. So it's going to be more of the whole family, what's happened to them. But it's been a while since I could get back to it.
So it's going to be ready on Wednesday?
No, give me Thursday.
Yeah. Well, it's a work in progress, I guess, eh?
It is, yes. And there's a few people I'd like to get and see because I know there is something that I would like. But how do you talk somebody out of a age-old photo album?
I have some skills like that.
Have you?
I have to do it every day. In fact, I got to return a book I borrowed last year to somebody. I think the idea is to prove that you're going to return it. Yeah. Or find a way to document it and while you're there.
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Well, if you need somebody with a good camera that can take pictures of things that are going to be fine quality, let me know. I'll do a favor with you.
It's not North Bay.
No, where is it?
Down near, not Collingwood. I'd have to look her address up.
Caledon?
No, it's up near Georgian Bay, some area somewhere.
Oh, okay.
It'd be a good half-day's drive.
Well, I might know a guy down there. Although that's halfway to my non-girlfriend, so that might work. She lives in Chatham.
Your non-girlfriend?
It's a joke we have.
Oh.
We're long-distance lovers, but not attached, with no plan to get attached. So, what do you call them, right? I introduced her. She was up here about a couple weeks ago, and I introduced her to somebody as my girlfriend, and she goes, "Well, that's not right." And I'm like, "Yeah, what? I got to introduce you to somebody." Monogamous lover is a little bit long and doesn't roll off the tongue, right?
Not very good.
Not very romantic.
No.
Either. Well, kind of sometimes, right? But yeah, not a good. My non-girlfriend lives in Chatham. Yeah.
That sounds better.
Yeah, does it non-girlfriend?
Yeah.
She doesn't like that either. Well, that's okay. She doesn't like my hat.
I don't like your hat either.
Why not? Why not? What is that? Did you prefer the toques and baseball caps that I always wore?
I don't remember them.
No, eh?
No.
Okay. That's because you didn't see much in person. Just that photo, I call them. Anyways, I needed a little bit of style, and that works with my magazine. Nostalgia, 50s, reporter guy. No? You're not biting?
I thought of Lou and Stan. Lou Abbott.
Oh, Abbott and Costello? I'll take that. I'll take that. Why not? Yeah. Okay.
I'm sure you're going to cut this out.
You don't know me. Well, tell me something about what you know that's interesting as far as genealogical stuff. Like a little tale about somebody, maybe somebody that found something they didn't want to find out. You don't have to name names or anything.
No, that just brings me to one of our members. She came in and she wanted to find about her grandfather in the First War. And so I pulled up the records, and what she saw, she just almost stood up in her chair and roared her head off. So funny. She says, "Wait till my mother sees this about her father."
No kidding. Right on.
Yeah,
Well, what was it?
what was it?
Yeah.
Well, the doctors used to have a stamp for it. Just
Oh, okay.
syphilis.
Yeah. Okay, great.
And she thought that was hilarious because he was such an upright citizen when he came home.
Oh, yeah. I bet he was. I actually, there's a relative of mine on my Ukrainian or German side, I think it's Ukrainian. He went out to the war, and he got, I think he was a prisoner, and how he got away, we're not sure. But then he went traveling around the world, didn't come back for a couple of years, found out his wife remarried. He was no longer welcome. He was done for. Yeah. The details are a little bit sketchy, but that's one of the family stories anyways. Guess that's what happens, right?
I imagine there's a lot who didn't come back,
Yeah,
didn't want to come back.
yeah, for sure. How long's your family been here?
My dad's family came in 1850s, and my mother's her father came in about 13. He went back for the war, and then he came back after the war. And she came in 1924.
Where'd they come from?
Hmm?
Where did they come from?
From around London, England.
Right. Dales are kind of came in from Wales, and a bit of. I'm thinking, and this hasn't been proven. I'm going to have to find this stuff out, but I figure they got kicked out of Scotland because they were a little bit more on the king's side religiously, and they didn't last long in Ireland and ended up in Wales. Yeah. So then they came over here. That's kind of what I'm thinking, anyways. Yeah. 1830s, one side of it. But yeah, who knows? I was basing that on, I think one of my aunts was trying to do a family tree. And I'll have to dig that stuff up. I've always felt like doing a search, but I wasn't too sure I wanted to.
It takes a lot of time.
Oh yeah. And my mom's side came from Ukraine and Germany, right? So who knows why they left there? And I don't know if I want to know.
Well, you can often go back by what's happening in history.
Right.
Why
What do you
they
mean?
came. Well, if it was a famine,
Mm-hmm.
like the Irish famine,
Yep.
and things like that.
Mm-hmm. Something gave them motivation to jump on a ship, right?
Yeah. I can't figure out why my Germans came. Trying to figure out when Napoleon went through their yard, because they lived right up on the border of France, and I'm sure Napoleon went through there a few times.
One heading back faster than the last time.
Yeah, I went back faster than you went out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Russians were good for one thing. What do you hope people do? And you just like, why are you involved? What do you get out of this?
Why am I involved? I just wanted to find out my mother's family.
Yeah, that's how you got started. Why you stay involved?
Because somebody stuck glue on me and I couldn't move.
Well, I guess you built up some
You just
skills.
get involved in it. It's very interesting, and you go from one thing to another, and it's fascinating. Fascinating. You learn history, you learn geography, you learn family traits. Why did people travel so much? We think that they never stayed in the 1800s, 1700s. They were moving. All through history, people moved.
Mm-hmm. That is interesting to understand why, right?
Yeah, why did they go so much? Why did they move?
And I guess it all depends on how they felt when they got there and whether they felt at home.
And whether there was work.
Work, right? Very transitory.
Mm-hmm.
You must like people?
Yeah.
Not everybody likes people.
I'm not a very outgoing person.
Oh, I can tell.
You can tell?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. But as I say, the sharp knife is the one that stays in the drawer. Anyways, it was good chatting with you. Any questions you want to ask me? We already talked about my son, and that's the main thing.
No.
Nope. How am I going to get you to subscribe to the magazine again? What do I have to do?
The only
Write about the Genealogical Society?
The only time I got it was at the meeting at the museum when your friend was there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you haven't seen very many of them then.
Hmm?
I've been dropping them off here. The last, the new one under my name, back in the Bay, I drop off a couple copies here at the library.
I don't think we've got it down here.
Well, I should get you a set. Is that okay?
That would be wonderful.
I'll get you a set of as many of the magazines, all of mine, and then whatever I can find of the first 11 editions with Jeff. Yeah, I got 17 so far.
And that can support you?
No.